Hi everyone, welcome back for another video, and I hope that you're all doing well. So here is our fabric. I think it's less than 1 meter, and I am trying to find out the right side of the fabric here. It was a little bit of a struggle, but I finally found it. So now I'm folding it 2 times and then folding it again, so that's 4 layers of fabric. So now you're gonna do half of the fabric on the side, so you can cut the back and the front together, so you can have a piece of one of their top or a dress or something that fit them perfectly, and then, or you can measure it if you want, and then you're gonna put 4 layers like that, so it's on fold, so the seams are on the other side. And as you can see, I'm a bit struggling with the baby. So here we go. I'm going to start cutting. So with the cutting, we just put away the sleeves on the top of the fabric, and then we're trying to follow the seam allowances, but we're gonna leave 1/2 inch of seam allowances for our sewing. So yep. So what I'm doing here is trying to fix the arm sleeve a little bit better, so it looks like an arm shaped, I think, and yeah. So here we go. So I'm trying to mark them as well, so that the right sides and the wrong sides don't mix up together. I have made a mistake in here somewhere, but I kind of didn't film that part, or I did. But anyways, so here we go. We're cutting the sleeves, so there's 4 layers of fabric, so both of the sleeves are being cut once, so it's much easier to cut. So here that I was gonna do like a really bell shaped sleeves, but then I decided a regular sleeves that would be fine, because she really doesn't like any like sleeves that is like really long and wavy. So yeah, so there's 4 layers, 2 layers of fabric, so I'm trying to figure out which side is the right side. So here we go, found it. So I'm just using some choke and putting that away on the side. So here we go. This is the front of the sleeve, I think. So I'm just trying to figure out both of them together so they're both even, and we're trying to fix some problems, I think, or maybe not. So let's see what we're doing. Oh, we're doing this, what is it? The skirt part, yeah. Because I have filmed this like long time ago and I can't really remember what I did. So anyways, so here we go. This is called interfacing. It kind of keeps your fabric nice and smooth and free frinkles, I think. I hope I'm saying that right. But anyways, we're trying to make I'm going to show you here that how you can make the easiest way to make a neckline. So here we go. Just follow the measurements, and I think you're going to get the perfect neckline, and it's not going to be wrinkly or wiggly or one side is big, one side is small. It's not going to be that. So if you can buy some of this magic like fabric or paper, you can call it, and it does wonders to the job. So as you can see, I have followed it. I have made the pattern and just follow it up. So there we go. So one side of the fabric, this interfacing is really shiny, as you can see. So I'm using some spare fabric that is left over, because I don't really have a lot of fabric, so I'm just using whatever I have. So as you can see, I'm putting the wrong side of the fabric. So as you can see, I'm trying to show you how the shiny side, it needs to go on top of the fabric. So when you're trying to iron it, it doesn't stick on the iron, so it sticks on the fabric. So as you can see right here. So as you can see guys, I have folded the neckline together so that it's even on both sides. So I'm just cutting the excess off, and yeah. So I'm just trying to find out the middle part of the neckline, and then I'll show you how you can use this to make the real neckline. So you put this on the right side of the fabric, at the top, the right side of the top, and you just pin it down, and then you sew along the interfacing as gently, as slowly as you can, because you don't want to like go all everywhere, and you don't want your seams to go all wonky. And also you could just follow the seam allowance, or you just have to just follow the the interfacing, and don't forget to go backwards and forwards as well, so you don't open your seams. So now as you can see, it's all done nicely. Now we're gonna cut the middle part of it. So as you can see, you're gonna leave about around ½ inch or less, and then you're gonna leave that, and then because it's a circle neckline, you just have to cut, snip it like all around it, so when it's when you're putting it on the right side, it doesn't come out bulky. So there we go. Now you can see I put the right side out and the wrong side on the other side. So as you can see, give it a good iron so it just stays on its place. What you can do now, you can overlock it all around the neckline, or you can wait till the end. When you put the back side as well, put both of them together on the shoulder, and then you can do one section, all of them together. But anyways, that's for the next part. For here, I already, as you knew, that I already cut the back side as well together, but the mistake that I made, I made the back side really big, and it didn't really fit the front side when I was joining the shoulders, so I had to cut another one. So I'm just showing you how you can cut another one, and yeah, so I'm doing the back side basically. So I'm putting the front side of the fabric, the front side of the top, I'm putting it on fold, and I'm trying to cut the back side of the fabric. I hope you got that. So as you can see, this one was the old one that I made, and it wasn't really lining with the fabric, and I already used it and I didn't know what to do anymore. So that's why I got the new one for the back, and that kind of used a little bit more of my fabric because I didn't have a lot. And now that I made this one, it turned out really perfectly. So here, as you can see, that's the front side of the top, and the one that I'm using choke on, that's the back side. So here you can see I'm just trying to trace the pattern, and I'm going to leave a opening for the back. So I'm going to cut that out, I hope. So here, as you can see, I have some little bit of fabric that I can use. So here you can choose to interface as well if you want, but I'm not using any interface because it takes a little bit of my time and I don't have that precious time to do so. So yeah, so I'm just trying to pin everything, and then I'm going to trace from the other side. So that's the right side of the fabric that I just have been sewing. So here I have done both sides, and now I'm going to cut all the excess fabric off. And as you can see on the screen, oh gosh, it's so hard for me to talk at the moment and it's driving me crazy. And I hope that I can make more videos, and don't forget to subscribe and maybe comment if you want. And yeah, and I hope that I can make more videos, and these are the things that I like doing most of the time, and I just don't have that time being a mom of two, and they always want your attention and everything, so it's kind of a bit hard for me. So here we go, guys. See, that neckline looks so perfect, and it's so much easier to do, and you can do any type of neckline that you want, but that's just one of the ways that you can do. So here's the top part, or the shoulder part. So I'm just lining up the edges that I have sewn. So as you can see, that one wasn't really fitting, so now that I made a better one, now the edges, or the pointy edges, are now fitting. The shoulder lines are fitting from the back to the front, from the front to the back side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go straight stitch from the shoulder to the other side of the interfacing. So there we go, guys. I have sewn it from the shoulder to the seam of the neckline, and they should be matching each other, and I hope that it's not boring enough, and it's not boring for you guys. And if it gets a little boring, then you can skip a little bit, but I'm just getting used to the all filming and making all the editing and all that, so it's kind of taking a long time. So here we go, that's done. So as you can see, it just looks seamless. All the neckline seam and the back and the front looks so seamless. Now we're just going to put our sleeves. So as you can see, I'm just preparing the sleeves. So you're going to put the right sides together of the sleeve. I'm just putting in an inch so that I know which side where the middle line is. So as you can see, I'm just putting the right side. I already sewn it like that once and I had to open it again, so so you put the right sides together, the right sides of the sleeve and the right side of the top together, and then you sew from the wrong side like that. So now you're just gonna go from the sleeve, and then you're just gonna sew it along, around, under the arm, and then you're just going to sew down the top. So here for the armholes, what you're gonna do is just gonna go fold it once and twice, and it's just going to stitch it, or you can overlock it then stitch it only once so you don't lose a lot of fabric. So here's the end result for the top part, and it looks really cute. So here's the skirt area where we're just gonna gather it basically. So you're gonna use the highest seam on your sewing machine and just gonna do that. So you're gonna go twice all around. So don't forget to don't go backwards. I just nearly said go backwards. Don't go backwards, just go straight to the other side. So as you can see, it's all done, and I'm gonna gather it to the length that we want. So as you can see guys, so I have the wrong side out from the skirt part, and I have the right side of the top part of the dress. So now I'm gonna fold everything in and put it through so we have the length sides of the top and the skirt together. So I'm gonna make it even, and it's already sewn. Wow. And yeah, and you just pin it and then sew it all along, because this video is getting a little bit long, so I'm just trying to cut as much as I can. And I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Now you can overlock it or zigzag it on your machine, and also you can do the top part as well and zigzag that, and you just go over the edge and take some of the seams out as well, so everything stands out really nice and pretty. So as you can see, I already overlocked the sleeves and the skirt part and the seams, as you can see. So we just do only once because I didn't have enough of fabric, because it will be more shorter. So yep, that's it. For the armholes, they were so small, so I didn't really do it with the machine. So I just hand stitched the whole what do you call the armholes, and yeah, and the rest I used the machine. There we go. So here's the end result. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time, and will be more videos, and I hope that I can make more videos for you guys. See you next time. Bye.